Let's talk photography. And now I'm warming up my vocals for a new series. This new series is photography and AI. There's been a lot of talk about photographers losing their jobs. Even somebody said "This is photographers are losing their jobs, and Very Dark Man is now fighting for them just because you're able to generate images with Gemini, Nano Banana, Boom, ChatGPT. So now you believe that's the only source of income for photographers. Like the whole photography industry is based on birthday shoots. Birthday shoots is just the barest minimum like a photographer can be doing at any point in time. Not like if you take that out, every photographer is gonna pack in. Yeah. If you say because of AI, the emergence of AI is going to affect photography, definitely it's going to affect photography. But then we're gonna have the pros and we're gonna have the cons. This is not the first time change is coming. So in this new series, we're talking about how photography is going to affect AI, how photographers can also use AI to speed up their workflows, to make workflows better, to get ahead. We're talking about how brands can leverage on AI to do their storytelling, because bulk of what I like to talk about is visual storytelling. Like I like documenting, changing perspective with visuals. We also want to talk about how brands can leverage on the emergence of AI and put it into their workflow and tell better stories. And we also talk about why you should not think of replacing yourself with AI. With this AI, a lot of people are going to kill their own story. When you should be documenting yourself and when you should be telling your own story in the best possible light, you are relying on Gemini, Nano Banana, ChatGPT to do your headshots, to do your birthday portraits, which is totally fine. But don't be carried away by all this. And that is also going to lead us into talking about how photographers now have to appreciate their own work without having to do a lot of post production and try and make it so perfect. Because now, what we've always tried to do over the years is look for perfection. We've always wanted to create the perfect image, and that's why we spend a lot of time in Photoshop. We spend much time on production than creative direction. What we're supposed to be doing most is the creative direction. That is where the story is shaped. That is where the story is molded. That is where the story is perfected. But now we shift the attention to post production just because we think that will make it perfect. And over the years now, AI has studied our pattern. Now, these people have used our intellectual property to train their AI machine. And now it's copied from us, it has stolen from us, and now they've used that to build their artificial intelligence platform that now bring out like perfect images that you could even argue that they are so real that you can argue that this is not AI. Now they're so perfect. Now perfection is nothing new again. So now we have to come back to the raw, to the real images. And we're also going to talk about how photographers are not rewarded. In the emergence of AI, you have used work to train your AI machine, and now you're not giving credit to any photographer. The story of AI it's not like the story of human creation, where you just said God created Adam and Eve. AI was thus, it's not just created, he studied human work, the work we've been putting on social media over the years. That is what he studied. They're going to be making millions of dollars by the time they are done training their AI machine. And to all of you generating images with Nano Banana, Gemini, ChatGPT, and Co, don't think it's going to be free forever. By the time these people are done training their AI machine, they're gonna be charging for it. I hope that time they charge you for poses, they charge you for every smile they help you generate. So that at the end of the day you will realize photographers are not even expensive. You get. We're just going to talk about AI, 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 AI. After that series, I'm moving to another series. That's how I like to create content these days. I like to create it like I'm dropping an album. When I've dropped this series, I talk about photography, and here I'm moving to another topic. This is just like the like reviewing everything inside that album. So anticipate for my new album is coming out. Let's talk photography series, but now this is photography versus AI. Okay, we can call the album Versus. We call it Versus. So that's the title of the album. You guys watch out for it. It's gonna be streaming on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn. Then I'll try and put the audio version. Maybe I'll try and put it on maybe SoundCloud or maybe Apple Music, somewhere I can put audio podcasts because it's not just about today. We're doing this for posterity's sake, so that tomorrow will come, it's gonna be that I'll talk about it. You get so. See ya.